baby. Yeah.
All right, it's day dose of the draft. Hope everyone's having themselves a good Friday night. Let's hope this Friday night's a little bit. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a good night last night. Let's just hope that we get what we want. This fine whatever we want to call it. this fine draft. I mean, you got to sit there, you got to speculate, and you got to think about what the Giants did yesterday. You can love it, you can hate it. Neighbors is what neighbors is. Oh, Chippy, my neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Let's just hope that Daniel Jones can get the ball into the, watch this, guys, the neighborhood of what we refer to as Malik Neighbors. Let's hope we can get that in. What's everyone going? How's everyone doing today? I miss everybody. Let's see here. Great. More heartbreaking. Come on. No more heartbreaking incoming. Come on, guys. Come on. When I'm the bastion of hope, when I'm the voice of reason, look, my hat's even on crooked. Everything's crooked. When I'm the voice of reason, we're all screwed. Barbara says, between the fixed Knicks game and the stupidity of Shane, I am so sad. We talked about this before. Joel Embiid could have came to that game with a bat and basically just hit every Knicks player in the head. And the refs didn't. The refs were like this. No foul. No foul. Embiid kicked DiVincenzo in the groin. Didn't get called a foul. He's watching my thumbnail if you saw the video. At one point in time, he's got him with this, pushing him with his hand and holding the ball in the other hand and elbowing him with it. No call. No call whatsoever. MC Green said, why are so many people afraid to come out and say Jones is dog shit? Watch this. Jones is dog shit. Somehow it's everyone else's fault except for Jones. It is. You know this. I'm going to tell you guys this, Mo. I'm going to tell you this again. Prepare for year 7 of Daniel Jones. And I love it because there was a meme out there of Cleveland Browns and all the quarterbacks. At one point in time, Cleveland Browns had a plethora of quarterbacks, a lineage of quarterbacks, and there was like 15 of them, like in a span of like 11 years, and they had all the names listed on the jersey. And I love it because then there was a Giant jersey and it said Daniel Jones and listed Daniel Jones 6 more times. That was utter brilliance. That tells you something. And you know, when we got Kenny G, well, he got the big weapon. We went and got Kadarius Toney. We got the weapon. We went and got Wan'Dale Robinson. We got the weapon. We went out and got Jalen Hyatt. We got the weapon. We went out and got Darren Walla. We got the weapon. At one point in time, we had all of them. Let's not forget Darius Slayton and Dane Bellinger. There's one common denominator. Evan Ingram leaves the team, has the second most catches by a tight end in NFL history last year. Couldn't catch a cold here in New York. But he goes over there. He's wonderful. He's magnificent. It's the offensive line's fault. Okay, so we spend all these picks on offensive linemen. It's this person's fault. Okay, we do that, and what happens? Nothing. We have the worst offensive line, and then we turn around, and when we get the opportunity to get a better offensive line, it's nobody. And then when we got the Buffalo Bills, of course, are going to be on the clock soon. Buffalo Bills I'm going to get to everyone's chef. Buffalo Bills are great. I love the Buffalo Bills because they figured that they understand this. And this is what Shane didn't get. The Buffalo Bills traded out of the first round. They lost Gabe Davis and Diggs. They traded Diggs away. They have no wide receiving core. None whatsoever. They knew this draft was deep in wide receiver, so they traded back, got more assets, and now has the first pick in the second round, which is basically like a first round pick, with a plethora of wide receivers on the board. There was a run at the wide receiver position at the end of the draft because people knew you could get a guy who may be a rung below Neighbors in reference to talent, but you could still get them later. You can get a guy that may give you comparable production later in the draft because this draft is so deep and so laden with wide receiver talent. It's like the running back position. We got the Buffalo Bills be on the clock in a minute here. It's like the running back position. Running back position this year's dog shit. Running backs got paid last year. Or this, I should say this year. They got paid. Why? Because it's a terrible class. Think about it. Like we talked about that before. There is a precursor. Free agency is a precursor of what the draft is going to be, because you see the amount of money is spent in free agency on certain positions. It means, because they're doing that, because the fact that they understand that year's crop of players at that position is not strong. So they knew the running back position and this year's draft wasn't going to be strong. So what did they do? They went out and gave running backs big names. They gave running backs, and everyone kept saying, well, no one's going to give anyone big names on the running back market. Well, they did. Oh, wait. I got the draft on here. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's talk about love and the draft. Let's see here. I want to see. I mean, the odds are, and this is what I laugh. The odds have to be that they are going to go wide receiver with the first pick. With their first pick, I should rephrase that. That would be the Buffalo Bills. That would be the honest perception, because I would shocked if they didn't. But you saw that run at the end of the draft of wide receivers, because, like I said, because smart teams know. Baltimore should be the epitome on how to draft. Every year, Baltimore seems to get the steal of the draft, no matter where they're picking. No matter where. But somehow they always get the steal of the draft. Why can we not figure that out? What makes us so special that we can't figure out how to turn this around? This is, and like I said, I do not mind the Neighbors pick. I really don't. I don't mind the Neighbors pick at all. I think if you're looking at a guy, it's a good enough pick, because of the fact that, I think he was the second best wide receiver in this class, outside of Marvin Harrison. But there's also guys that I would look at and say, well, honestly, we could have got blank at around 20 and would probably have the same production value as Neighbors. Neighbors may have a higher upside down the road, but blank could potentially be a better fit for this team down the road as well. But at the end of the day, like I said, we didn't make the mistake by reaching. And I do think it would have been a big mistake if we decided to reach for somebody that just, I do think it would have been a reach if we would have spent those assets to get Drake May. I understand there's a lot of people's perception is that if you could get someone like Drake May, you give up the 3 first rounders, but I'm not giving up the 3 first rounders. I'm not giving up the 2 first round. The 2 second rounders, because we've said it before. If you go back to the movie that we always like to quote.
Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
You want to make sure you are not taking away the assets that are going to help you rebuild your franchise. And we only have 6 picks in this draft. So we are already doing that in some regards. But we have to just think. We just have to hope. It's hopium. And that's what we have to worry about. We need some hopium in this draft. Where's Zach Attack talking about the hopium like we always talk about? Because at the end of the day, we got to make it right. We got to make it right. We got to have this, we just have to have this right. And I don't know how to make it right. We got the Buffalo Bills on the clock. They got 4 minutes and 30 seconds still on the clock here. What does Todd say? Todd says so many Jones lunatics thinking one more wide receiver fix him. The cop is off the chart. Here's my thing. And it is what it is. But now all the Daniel Jones lovers are back out in force. But till how long? Until that first game. Until that first game when we get wrecked. And Daniel Jones doesn't make it through the season. And then all these people that were crying in their Tostios are going to be like, well, I didn't really like Daniel Jones anyways. How many times can you fucking flip-flop? I mean, really, how many times? I'm being serious. Viewmaster says the fact that Shane tried to trade up means Jones's days are numbered. But who are you going to get a quarterback from? It saddens me to be a fan when most of them celebrate mediocrity and losing. Tim is late again. Free Timmy from the dude. I was late. Giants didn't want me to come out here. Yeah, I'm still mad, but what can we do? Nothing you can do about it. Viewmaster, that's the thing. There's nothing you can do about it, man. There's nothing you can do about it. It's okay. It's all good. Like I always say, have a beer. Don't cost nothing. Another 5 and 6 wins since I was looking at the schedule today. Washington is no longer penciled in as wins. And then I was looking at the other schedules, the home and away. Could be 2 to 5 wins. Even with neighbors. We have one of the worst rosters in the NFL. We were voted, I think, second worst roster in the NFL. Jacksonville Jaguars, man. That's another team. They got Brian Thomas Jr. at 23. Another team that gets it. You could get your wide receiver in a wide receiver late in draft. And you can get them later. And you can get assets back to help you continuously build your team. Well, the second round with the 33rd pick. We're still waiting for the pick. The pick is in right now. Then we got the New England Patriots, Arizona Cardinals, and Washington Redskins. Yeah, I'm going to Washington Redskins. Todd says, don't worry. When we pick 5th next year, we will get the Jones a weapon. What's up, Big Chris? What's up, Matthew? And OBB family, it's going to be another long season. Got to keep the head up and hope for the best. The inevitability is likely to happen. It's hard to be optimistic. It's hard to be optimistic because of the fact that you're right. You know what it's going to be. And I'm not saying that to be mean. You know what it's going to be. You're going to have another year of Daniel Jones, and the Daniel Jones enthusiasts are going to just be enamored by this guy. But at the end of the day, you have to take a look at this and say, okay, what has he proven and what has he done well to what's called? No, we hate it. I'm telling you, there was a good reaction in the stadium yesterday when the pick was called. Like I said, I actually enjoyed calling the pick from the locker room. So that I thought that was a lot of fun. I thought that was we did that last year as well, but I really enjoyed doing that. So I hope everyone else got a kick out of it. I love neighbors if we had a quarterback, but we don't. Matthew says, but I'm here with you. I'm here for it with you, Tim and James and the OBB crew. You're the voice of reason. I'm the voice of reason. We're fucked. I tell people that all the time. If I'm the voice of reason, we got a lot of problems, guys. Because normally I always tell people, if that's the case, you need to panic immediately. Because I'm usually the one leading the charge down the dark path saying, don't worry, we'll all be all right. People always cringe when I go, I have a plan. People always go, oh God, if Tim has the plan, we got some serious problems right here. All right, so we got the first pick coming in here, and we got let's see here with the second round and the third pick. Let's see here, the 11 and 6 Buffalo Bills are who are they going to select here? Can I turn up the volume? That's doesn't turn up the volume. Let's see here. Who are they taking? Oh, there's my volume. Oh, here we go.
Okay, it's the big
Keon Coleman,
specialist, 6'3" guy who goes up and gets it.
Buffalo is a fucking genius, man. Keon Coleman. I'm in love with Keon Coleman. I told people this. I'm in love with Keon Coleman. Yeah, they're gonna be like, well, he doesn't have the straight line speed. Okay. As someone that played, you don't run straight in sports. You don't. The game of football. Shockingly, and I know the guys in this chat know this, the guys and the ladies in this chat will know this. Football is not played in a straight line. If it was, there would be guys with 4.3 speed that would be phenomenal, but it's not played in a straight line. Keenan watches, he's got the giddy up, he's got the moves. People are going to say he's going to get pulled down behind, but that big 6'3" frame and the way he is, the size that he is going to be a monster matchup in the red zone. He's this guy that people are like, well, he gets pulled down from behind. Yeah, so does Wan'Dale Robinson in Kentucky. But the difference is he's strong. He's got I've said it before with Keon Coleman, he's got the bear mitts. He grabs onto that ball. That's it. His issue was the fact that he lost his quarterback. 58 receptions, 798 yards, had a career high in Michigan State. Buffalo, once again, like I said, there's teams that understand how to, and you would think Shane came, I keep knocking the camera, Shane came from Buffalo. Buffalo understands you don't have to take a wide receiver in the first round. But we take one sixth. And then we watch the run of quarterbacks. And I love it. I got no problem with what Atlanta did. Atlanta's smart. Yeah, you sign Cousins to that money, but Cousins isn't getting any younger. And you let Penix sit for maybe a year or maybe half a season. You drop him in, and you have your franchise quarterback for maybe the next 10 years. And you're playing in a dome on the turf. Great balls of fire. We got the San Diego Superchargers. They'll always be the San Diego Chargers. There's no LA. There's no LA Chargers. There's only the San Diego Superchargers. It's Shane, but will be the fall guy. Shane will be the fall guy. You can't kick people out and kick people in the balls. You can't kick people in the balls in basketball. It's not allowed. But don't worry. Joel Embiid grabbed a guy on the ground and said, I was defending myself. He hadn't even moved yet. And you literally grabbed him by the ankles. We got a trade that says the San Diego Chargers are on the clock here. They have not won a division title. They have missed the playoffs the last 5 seasons. The San Diego Superchargers. Mr. Alvarez says, hey, Tim, there are rumors the Giants are taking if they eye Spencer Rattler in the second round, I fucking quit. I love it. Oh, hi. What's up, brother? Jones sucks. At a work dinner. Let's go, Giants. Check and make sure James is okay. Please. I checked James. He's all right. I checked on him. Lucky number 7. Also hit the like button. Calvin says, isn't it great the Giants drafted a wide receiver, doesn't want Jones as a quarterback and didn't want to come here? He did not look happy. He did. I'm going to say this. He did not look ecstatic to be a Giant. Just throwing it out there. Daryl says, Tim, don't you know these guys don't count? Don't you know? Do you know? Do you know what it feels like to be the last one? Let's see here. What's going on, Tim? You know, my brother, everything's going on. You Cloud, you seen taking Joe Milton at 7. I think that's could you see Joe Milton taken at 70? No, Joe Milton's a third. Joe Milton's like a late round pick. He's like a 6th round pick. I can't shake Joe Milton. No. Giants Nation, let's go Big Blue. We got Chris in his house saying, let's just agree that Joe Shane is incompetent, Dable is an egomaniac, and John Mayer is a fool. Cannot win with the combination. The franchise is doomed. All right, we got the San Diego Chargers on the clock. We got the San Diego Superchargers. Let's see.
Thank you.
Let's see the San Diego Superchargers.
This is rarefied air for a kicker. We don't usually show up in the second round.
So kickers shouldn't even be allowed anywhere.
Thank you.
They shouldn't be allowed anywhere near a field.
So we have a.
Whoops.
So we have a trade.
We have a trade.
The New England Patriots have traded the 34th pick
to the San Diego Superchargers.
And
the Chargers select.
And with that 34th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chargers select Ladd McConkey. Receiver,
oh my God.
Georgia.
Another wide receiver. Ladd McConkey's another guy that I liked. Out of Georgia. He's got that he's got route tempo inside and out. He's just another kid that's got some speed. He's only 5'11", 186 pounds. But the Ladd McConkey, who's no relation to Phil McConkey. He's a guy he's a guy that can run some routes. He's a guy that's got some speed. He's got some quickness. He's got some lateral moves. He can get off the line, and he's another one that he can do something after the catch. And we got him with the 34th pick. Are we seeing a pattern yet? You don't need a wide receiver at 6. If Keon Coleman and Ladd McConkey have identical stats, if not better than Malik Neighbors, then you're going to say that Malik Neighbors is a failure. You're not going to say the Giants failed him. We are going to sit here. This organization is going to say, well, you know what the problem was? Yeah, you got an incompetent quarterback. What's up, Daniels? Hello, everyone. Hit the like button. Juan says, happy Friday, Tim. More disappointing up ahead. Yeah, knowing us, we will take someone like Spencer Rattler. Really disappointed we didn't take Penix. So I'm Scott, so am I. Todd says we have ownership that would rather lose their guys than admit they were wrong. I'm going to tell you guys a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. Big Al and I are in a bar last night. And this guy, I'm not going to get into names. I'm not going to get into stories. So I'm making a video about it. Big Al and I were in a bar last night, and we're talking to this guy. And he was asking us how we thought the Giants draft was. And we told him pretty much, we thought it sucked in this. Well, this turns out this guy works for the Giants. And so we're talking to him, and he told us some stories. And I'm gonna do a video out of it. Some inside stories about what really he was there about what happened with Wink. So he was there, and one of the things that really freaked me, kind of weirded me out about the whole situation is when he was talking about John Mara. And he's been with the organization for years, and he kept referring to John Mara as Mr. John Mara. He was like, well, I'd come in the office and I would see Mr. John Mara. I would do this and I would talk to Mr. John Mara. And I could do it and see, Mr. John Mara. I thought that was really weird that he would refer to him repeatedly throughout this entire conversation as Mr. John Mara. So we're not going to divulge who the gentleman is because he was drinking. But there was some things that he said that were kind of interesting. And I actually literally got the front row scoop on what happened between the press conference and what happened with Wink later that day. And yes, it had to do with Mr. John Mara. Mr. Roberts says, I don't hate the pick, but the next year's wide receivers projected to be as good as next year's wide receiving free agency. Also great. We could have waited to get a wide receiver. Yeah. Rob says Rob just called the pick is in. New England has selected Drake May. Rob's internet was a little slow yesterday. Looks like did the clock just run out of Atlanta? Because I just watched the clock tick down. People in the franchise are making me sick. Chris and the bad dogs at the Daniel Jones will be Mahomes. Then they're both fucking idiots. Because I've been hearing the flip-flop from these two for 5 years. I haven't even been hearing people tell me 5 years. He's good. He's bad. He's good. He's bad. He's good. He's bad. Go sniff his jock and call it another day. Because when he sucks again, you're going to be making apology videos one more time to say that he sucks. I'm going to tell you this, man up, sack up, have your convictions, stay with it. Don't flip-flop just because you want to get the likes, the clicks, the bleeps, and the boops. I don't care. 1,000 people can watch a video of mine or 10,000 can watch. You know what I care about? I care about giving the best possible information available. And maybe that's to my detriment. Maybe that's like when people say, you should be more successful. I don't want to be more successful. Because with more success comes with more stupidity. Love God. What's up? Scott says, Tommy Cutlets is the best Giants quarterback. Well, that's not good. Well, that's not good. Daryl says, still a few quarterbacks left to take. 0-8 in our division alone. Well, we can only be 0-6. Are we going to lose to ourselves twice? I don't know, Matthew. We could lose to ourselves twice. Bruce says we have the most meaningless quarterback controversy when Drew Lock outplays Daniel Jones in camp. Drew Lock couldn't beat out Teddy Bridgewater or Geno Smith twice. That's what I understand when people think something's going to happen. Keon Coleman is a bill. Yeah, I know. We're behind here. Mr. Cornick says, at least Joe Milton is available, but we won't pick him. Go Joe Milton, says LeVar. Let's see. You're 6-11, back to the top 6 picks in 2025. I agree with you. Nah, we are done. Rocket Man. What's up, Rocket Man? Haven't seen you in a while either. Let's see what this pick is going to come out here. We got the Atlanta Falcons pick coming in at number 35. The Atlanta Falcons have missed the playoffs in each of the last 6 seasons. Just signed Kirk Cousins, that big deal.
Congratulations to the city of Detroit hosting the Super Bowl and now the NFL Draft 2024. To all the football fans across America.
They're going to go wide receiver. I'll cry.
The Arizona Cardinals.
I will cry if they go wide receiver.
Have traded their 35th pick
to
the Atlanta Falcons. With that 35th pick in the
Xavier Worthy.
NFL Draft,
No, he's already gone.
Atlanta Falcons select Rook Aurora. Let's go, hey.
So they took the big defensive tackle out of Clemson. You know what? I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I think he's an undersized defensive tackle. I think he's going to have to play more defensive end. He's only 6'4", 295 pounds. He's one of those guys, in my personal opinion, he doesn't have a nose for the football. So, I mean, hey, you know what? But, Atlanta needs defense. Atlanta needs defense, and they should have thought about that before they went and got Penix and screwed us up. Tim, I'm about 50% convinced Joe Shane won't make it to his 40th. 50%. I'm 75% convinced. Well, maybe tonight will be better. That's always good. Maybe tonight we will be better. What do we got here? I got to scroll down a little bit. Davey says, would you be chippy? Hello, neighbor. The Admiral coming as, what's your grade for the neighbors, Tim? I give it a solid B+. Todd says, Chris and Big, that bad dog flip-flop during games. They do. I would play the rim shot, but they do. I had to leave their channel. Those two guys are flip-floppers. They don't have a conviction. They don't stand by their own opinions because all they want to do is get people to like me. Oh my God, someone please like me. I don't care if people don't like me. You don't like me, I don't like you. It's easy as that. You don't like me. And how could you not like me? I'm wonderful. That I have a conviction in. What do we got here? Washington won't be pushed around. And Washington, man. Washington is on the clock right now with a 36 pick. We got 2 minutes and 43 seconds before that pick comes in. I'm going to use my radio announcer voice. Washington made a lot of signings, and they used it. I think Ryan Poles used his cap space well. He didn't overcommit on players. He didn't give someone like $140 million to be a defensive end when we got a carbon copy guy on the other side who's on a boat practicing their sack dances. Did we not learn anything about the fucking boats? Can we just stay away from boats? Could you guys just go out fishing on a tractor or something? Let's see here. Really? Those two idiots? Really said that? This is the problem in a nutshell. That sums it up. Chris and Bad Dog flip-flop more than pancakes. Well, we gotta play for you.
Come on, Tom, say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
I don't like the pick, but you know what? They need defense. To me, he's a tweener. He's a guy that, like I said, at 6'4", 295 pounds, and I don't think he finds the ball well. I don't think, especially as a defensive end, you have to think about this. Dexter Lawrence, Aaron Donald, players like that, they find the ball. They find the ball carrier. He didn't do it in college, so I don't know how the hell is he going to do it in the pros. You got to love Chicago. Has gone, and they have a quarterback, and they have tons of weapons, a solid offensive line. Poles did a real good job, man. You got your franchise quarterback, you got your franchise wide receiver added to DJ Moore, and everything else you got going on in Chicago. Chicago's going to be tough this year. Davey gave the series to the Sixers. Well, that's why WFAM are full of fucking idiots. Zach Attack says the Giants can go 0-8 in the NFC Conference. Jersey Shore soundboard, please, one more time. Just for you, Admiral Mutombo. Jersey Shore. Tommy. Wait for the beat to drop. There you go, Admiral, just for you. Oh, in the conference. Okay. What's up, Beat Bully James? What's up? I think if Mate was your guy, you would have did everything to May was your guy, everything to get him, but I like the pick. I don't see being upset with Jones. I'll be upset when Jones overthrow him. I don't not like the pick. I don't like the fact of the pick that we got. Jordan Davis in the 4th round could be a real sleeper. He could be, but the problem with Jordan Davis is you're gonna have to worry about those injuries, and he didn't really excel until his last year in college. So, I mean, I always worry about that. What's up, Tim? I'm still pissed from yesterday. Would you rather see Locke or DJ? I'd rather see neither. If I had the choice, I'd rather see neither. I'll tell you what really pissed me off. If Jaden Daniels blocks could do Kayvon Thibodeau. If Kayvon gets blocked by our old buddy Jaden Daniels, I don't know what I would do, man. I think I might have an embolism. Love God. Would you go? I love Max Melton. I don't know if I would take Max Melton this round, but you might have to because you're gonna have a run. Corner is not a deep draft this year, and I love Max Melton. He's a little undersized. He's a little small. I love the kid from Toledo. The Eagles got a great player. I know he was more of a zone guy in Toledo, but he did show at the Senior Bowl that he could ball out as a man-to-man press cover guy. I like Max Melton a lot. You need a CB2. I don't know if he's going to be ready to come in and step right in to be that CB2. Did anyone think about this, though? And I was thinking about this with Neighbors. And I'm not picking on Neighbors, but what is Neighbors' best position in college? What was his best position? Or where he excelled the most? You know where it was? It was in the slot. So what do we do with Wandell? Put him on the outside. Oh, we got the Washington. Here we go.
Have a true legend of the Washington franchise.
I like it. He's taking the Washington
And the NFL.
On the NFL.
Make Washington's selection.
I'm surprised they didn't call me in to do this.
Darrell Green's impact extends far beyond
Darrell.
remarkable skills on the field.
You're 4-13 last year. Darrell Green's like doing like selfies. Hey, we're 4-13 last year.
Throughout his illustrious career.
Oh my God. Where do we go?
The Washington Commanders plan to retire Darrell Green's jersey.
I thought Darrell Green's jersey was already retired.
A testament to his enduring legacy. Today, we celebrate Darrell Green's extraordinary career. Darrell, you will forever be remembered as one of the greatest to grace the game.
Oh, geez. Just pick already. And we're going to hold up Darrell Green's number 28. Darrell Green had straight line speed. I just love that the people think the NFL is played in a straight line. Can we just make the pick already? What, he's going to put the jersey on too to make this? This is what takes this shit so long. You go this and you do this. Darrell Green is putting on the jersey instead of sitting there going, with the 36th pick, the Washington Redskins select. They're always going to be the Redskins. I'm sorry. Half hour.
All right.
Half hour later.
There they go over there. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Let me first say this. Hold on.
Oh, God. He's going to make a speech.
Thank you, Detroit. You guys have hosted us to a very fun week, and I appreciate you. The NFL appreciates you.
Darrell Green got wonked.
That phrase, trade. Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
There you go. We'll put him back on.
Detroit, can I just say something to the DMV?
Oh, my God.
Washington area.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Darrell, I know you haven't been in the league for years, but get off the fucking stage. Knock, knock. You're a team that hasn't won a playoff game since 2005. How much longer are you going to milk this? You would think you would.
On the sideline, though.
Oh, wait, you might actually say something now. We might actually have a pick.
An important reason to add to our tradition, to add to our success. With the 36th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
Max Milton.
the Washington Commanders select DeJean Newton, defensive tackle, Illinois.
Not a bad pick.
Well,
not a bad
not
pick
an
for
offensive
Washington.
tackle, but it is
Not a bad pick. He's a guy that I mean he's a little undersized for me. Again, at 6'1", 304. I think he can bulk up. He played, of course, over in Illinois. He's a guy that he's not going to plug the middle as much as you would think he's going to, but he's a guy that can also get a little giddy up going downfield at the quarterback. He was a Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. He was the first team All-American, I think, also. So I think he's going to be more of a pressure guy than he's going to be a big time run stopper. So, you know, it's curious to see. It seems like John Mara is a cult leader. I laugh because I was telling someone yesterday, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, you know, Joe Shane literally walks into John Mara's office.
What is thy bidding, my master?
I think that's what it is sometimes. On a random note, after I saw it on Twitter, yeah, Corey Cunningham passed away, and it's it looks like he looks like he took his own life. So we're gonna condolences to his family, but like I said, we're gonna wait see when we get some more information. Well, you went past my first comment, Big Tim. I'm sorry, Big Don. I'm trying to get to everybody today. I apologize. Repost your comments so I can come back and take a look at it. Let's see here. I can't wait until the fans turn on Neighbors in the middle of the season, calling him a bust who couldn't get separation. You know that's coming. Let's see there. Either to Neighbors for the neither to Neighbors for the TD. Who do you like for us in the second round and third round tonight? I like I said, I still like Max Melton. I like Max Melton a lot. I think you're going to have to grab a running back at some point in time or another. So there are numerous running backs that you can get. I don't know what's going to be there, but you got to get a running back. Oh, we got the pick in here we got the pick in. Here we go.
What up, though, man?
We got the pick in for the New England Patriots, who've had no wide receivers with 600 yards in 2003.
As a proud Detroit native, as a Cass Tech alumni, and a University of Michigan alumni. The national champs, man. Always.
Here we go.
The 37th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. My New England Patriots select Jalen Polk, receiver, Washington.
I like Polk. I like Polk a lot. He's another guy. He's a guy that I think can play. He's another one of those guys that can going to throw a 50-50 pass. He's 6'1", 305. No, it was 6'1". He's 203. I'm sorry. He's got some speed. I think he's very athletic. He's a guy that's, like I said, he's going to go over the top and get it. He's going to be a red zone threat. 69 catches, 1,159 yards, and 9 touchdowns, which were all career highs yesterday at Washington. Some people say maybe he was a product of Penix, but maybe Penix was a product of Polk. Another good wide receiver coming off the board early in the second round. Why? Because you don't have to take a wide receiver at 6. We are starting to see a theme. Like I said, I've seen it before. Joe Shane knocking on the office of Mr. John Mara. Hey, Mr. John Mara.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Oh, my God. Zach says, why don't we have a slot guys, but we make Wando Robinson? I think we make Wando Robinson running back. I've said that before. Make him Darren Sproles. Was that his Hall of Fame speech? Was that long? I don't think it was. That was Darryl Green. Daryl says they should draft a defensive tackle. Johnny says the draft is becoming unwatchable. The theatrics are killing me. I know we don't have any theatrics here. We do a hold on. Ready? Theatrics. Watch this. It's gonna make it disappear. Oh, look at that. There's some theater. That didn't work out. Greg says, I really love Neighbors as a wide receiver. Great pick, but a dumb decision. Emmanuel. Yo. I always love Emmanuel. Yo. Pimp Name Select Back says, I think what concerns me about Shane is the deadline is, guys like Saquon and McKinney might leave. Why not trade them? Because
what is thy bidding, my master?
We Willy Wonka him. We Willy Wonka Darryl Green twice. I never said I was nice. I love it because people actually met. I met some people at the draft yesterday, and I was telling James I had this one gentleman run up to me, and I always get worried when people run up to you because you don't know what they're going to say, you don't know what they're going to do, and he started the conversation out with, "I used to really hate you." It's always good. That's always what you want to hear. I used to really hate you. And then he goes on to say, but then I listened to you more and more, and it was, as much as people say you're negative, you just make sense. And then at the end of the day, when you turn out to be right, nobody ever wants to say it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you, I appreciate that. Davey says, Tim, be careful. Once you get into John Mayer's office, you become a Danny Dimes believer. I will not be brainwashed. I've been in the Giants offices. I will not be brainwashed ever. Don says, I made the stream. Cousins is coming off an ACL tear. He is coming off an ACL tear. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Rattler better not be our pick. Also, he says, I remember correctly. I saw somewhere that Polk dropped 2% drop rate his whole college career. That's okay because Jalen Hyatt was only a 50% pass catcher this year. As me, what's up? Said Daniel Jones is going places. Neighbors, hello, neighbor. Nice reference, Davey. That was a good reference, Davey. Let's see. I can see Rattler to Las Vegas since they didn't get Penix. And Danny Slow Process says Tiki. I caught up on the chat. Fuck you, OGR. Why do you got to chat? Why do you got to put something in the chat when I just caught up on the chat? Something tells me Rattler is going to be the pick, even though solid cornerback options will be there. If we take Spencer Rattler, I fucking quit. You cannot take a guy that flamed out at Oklahoma and put up pedestrian numbers in South Carolina and think he's going to be the guy. I mean, seriously? Seriously? Is that what we're going to do? I hope not. Are we taking Rattler? I hope to God not. I hope we are taking somebody like Max Melton. I don't think they're going to go running back. They should go running back because the running back room does not fill me with glee. But like I said, I'm not here. I've always said it before. I'm not here to get it. We got the LA Chargers with the 38th pick coming in here strong. I'd rather take a flyer on Travis as well. You're right. I would rather do that as well. If I had a choice, I would do it. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's talk about love. I hope we're not taking Rattler. What do we got here? Neighbors hasn't received his DJ programming protocol yet.
DJ is often DJ. Oh, excuse me, be more this way.
DJ is awesome. We all love DJ. He is the greatest quarterback ever to play the game in the history of the sport, who has never won a Super Bowl or had multiple winning seasons. We love DJ.
Oh my God, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's give him something to talk about. Calvin Ridley with a big deal here.
For all of you that have showed up today to make this event, what it just continues to becoming one of the biggest events in our sporting world. And thank you very much.
Biggest events for sporting world.
I hope you're having a great time.
I'm having a good time. You guys having a good time? Will Levis 3-6 as a starter in 2023, 8 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns.
In the 2024 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select Trayvondre Sweat.
Oh, so
University of Texas nose guard.
University of Texas. We got a run here on the nose guards. This is a guy that if you wanted a run stopper, this is a guy that if you wanted to put someone in the middle of the line, this is a guy you want to pair with like a Dexter Lawrence, 6'4", 366 pounds. He is a guy that's he's going to collapse the pocket. He's not going to push the pocket. He's going to fucking collapse the pocket. He is the run plugger. He's that guy that you want to sit there. He is going to be that man in the middle. It's going to get the double team. He is going to push the poor center. I'm just watching now. I was about to say, push the poor center into the backfield and eat his lunch. Because at 366 pounds, you need to eat a lot to maintain that weight. It's a good pick. It's a smart pick. They need defense. I probably would have gone corner with it if I was. If I'm Tennessee, I'd probably go corner. But what are you gonna do? You gotta go what you got. You gotta go what you gotta go. Gino says seems like this was a shitty draft to get a quarterback. Oh yeah, it was the worst draft in the world to get a quarterback. Please not Rattler. Daryl says maybe we take a flyer. Of course. OGR says, oh yes, they can. Tim, this is New York Giants. You're coming from a place of logic. They're not. I always try logic. It doesn't work. Spencer Rattler got benched for Caleb Williams versus West Virginia in 2021 at Oklahoma. Did anyone take a running back yet? No one has taken a running back yet. This is one. No one's taken a running back, and no one's taken a safety. Lots of defensive lines going out. Davey said, Tim, maybe they would take a kicker. You never know. Carolina just traded our trade pick to the Rams. Oh my God. Wouldn't it be great to have like the 39th pick and another pick? Let's see here. If we don't pick a quarterback, what position would you like? I like to see go corner. I'm still a Max Melton guy. I think I would take Max Melton in the third, but I don't think he's going to be there at the third. The way this board is dropping, he's probably one of the best corners on the board right now. You still don't have a CB2 to go along with your CB1, and your CB1 is not a CB4 because he's sweating from his balls. Oh wait, some movie fans will get that reference. You need, and he's undersized at 5'11", but you know what? He's a guy that he's got some giddy up. He's a tough guy. I've said it before. He's one of those guys.
So you beat that man like I never saw no man get beat before, and the man kept coming after you.
That's Max Melton. They have him number 62 on the big board here. I think he's one of the best players, if not the best player, still available right now for the Giants, I should say. Let's see here. We got another pick coming in here. Let's give him something to talk about.
Right on.
Yes.
The Carolina Panthers have traded the 39th pick to the Los Angeles Rams.
You gotta have that.
With the 39th pick.
I like that.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Brandon Fisk, Florida State D tackle.
The D tackle run continues. You got the wide receiver run. You got the D tackle run. He's another guy at 6'3", 292 pounds. He's going to be a guy that's going to he's not going to have the bulk to control the middle of the line, but he is a guy that we've talked about before, can find the ball carrier. He can make the plays. I think he's going to excel against the run, but I think he's going to be a little bit undersized. I don't think you're going to get much out of him in the pass rush. But I do think that's an interesting pick for again. You just lost Aaron Donald, so you got to go get somebody. Big body. You got to love the big bodies. Giants take Cooper DeJean. I don't mind Cooper. I wouldn't want him, but I don't mind Cooper. Where would Travis likely go? I would say Travis has got to go like in the 4th, 5th round. Joe Milton. I can't take Joe Milton 2nd round. Joe Milton is a third day guy. I don't think you can take Joe Milton above the 5th round, but I don't know, because right now I think the run on quarterback has happened because of the fact that you had 6 taken. This is like the 83 draft. You had 6 taken already, so we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see which one of this group is the Todd Blackledge of all of it, and I think that's going to be Bo Nix. Let's see here. Redskins just traded their pick to the Eagles. They did. Oh, yeah, they did. They traded it to the Eagles. Thinking about it, the Eagles got a good player last night. And like I said, the Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, man, they just know how to draft. They literally know how to draft. We got Mr. Cooper DeJean is listed as the 28th overall pick on the big board here. I'm going to pull up my big board.
That's what she said.
Let's see. Ask Me says, so we would have a wide receiver now, but we still have a DJ as quarterback. No Saquon Barkley, strange organization. Let me know how it all works out. I'm going fishing. Like that one. I'm going fishing. It's just, you know what the Giants are doing.
Excuse me. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That's what the Giants are doing right now by not selecting a quarterback and thinking Daniel Jones. I just can't get over this. I thought certain people left because of Daniel Jones turned out to really suck, but now they're back. But we forget about Kenny G. We forget about Kadarius Toney. We can forget about Wanda Robinson. We forget about Jalen Hyatt. We forget about Darren Waller. We forget about Evan Ingram. We forget about Saquon Barkley. It's the short-term memory. What does James says? This team sucks. Mara likes to run the team. Shane and Dable are just puppets. This team just plain stupid. Draft a wide receiver, but no quarterback. Get him the ball. What a joke. I was going very dramatic with the say sores there because I wanted to make sure I accentuated that it was a joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not the Giants. They suck ass.
That's what she said.
Sorry. I had a long night last night. Yes, we get an extra almost $9 million of Waller retires. Tim, do you think we've seen wishbone offense in the NFL? Do you think we will see a wishbone offense in the NFL? Well, we're not. We've seen the Wildcat. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of different offenses run in this league. So, I mean, you never know, guys. There's always that there's always that chance. How many times did you think you would see the Wildcat? How many times did you think when Mouse Davis initially brought in the run and shoot that it would be something? I mean, the West Coast offense at a point in time was a pipe dream. Was just one
defenseless young girl.
Never know, guys. You really never know. Mara needs to sell the team. I'm scared about facing Washington next year. They have a ton of weapons, and Jaden Daniels is going to be scary. Waller isn't retiring. He's going to get injured, collect his check, and fuck our cap. Here's the thing with Waller. You're getting a divorce after a year. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying this to be facetious, because you know what? I'm not going to screw with a man who's getting divorced, because that's just fucked up as it is. But don't you think he would need another paycheck? Don't you think he would need another paycheck? Seriously. You're getting a divorce. She plays for the WNBA. What is she making? $30,000 a year? If that? No, you got to get some money, dude. You got to get some cash in the bank, because you guys live in Vegas, and she's going to take half. Unless you got a prenup, she's taking half. So he's not going anywhere. Maybe Neighbors will be moved to quarterback. I like that one, Thomas. That's a good one. Let's see. If the Giants are the tone deaf, watch them draft Riley Leonard, the Duke quarterback, next year's draft. I was like, you can't draft him in this year's draft because he's already He's already went back to school. Pim says, but we gotta dump weapons for our great Danny Gump. My mom always said that playing quarterback in the NFL was like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you sit on them and you smush them and you suck. Let's see here. Let's give them something. That's a good one. What's a good one? Life goes on. Neighbors deserves better than this sad team. The Giants should have traded out of that pick. Logic's fine. A Big Tim. I said it a year from now when the Giants didn't draft quarterback. Mayor is making decisions, not the GM.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Oh, here comes the Eagles. It's the Eagles. Let's see what the Eagles do. What are the anyone conception here what the Eagles are going to do? Let's see what the Eagles do here.
Detroit.
Thank God we're in Detroit.
First off, I want to say, go blue all day, baby. A E G L E S Eagles. And y'all already know. Hey, Dallas sucks all day. Let's go.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Let's go, Eagles.
You know, it's an honor to be here in the hometown of Detroit. And, 14 years ago, the Eagles.
Oh, my God. What does everyone got to make a speech?
And, to be a part of this organization going on my 15th year, I'm definitely.
What does everyone got to make a speech?
Be able to announce this pick. And the Washington Commanders have traded the 40th pick
To the Eagles, which is kind of a surprise to me.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Cooper DeJean.
The 40th pick in the 2024 NFL. Philadelphia Eagles select Cooper DeJean, DB, Iowa.
The Eagles had the biggest issues with Philadelphia was their secondary last year. And between with the kid from Toledo and now Cooper, you got two corners now. He's 6'3". He's the prototypical corner. I think he's going to play a little bit of safety. I think he's going to play a little bit of corner. I think he could play a little bit in the slot. He's got speed. He's got ability. I think it's his ability to play multiple positions, which is going to make him more beneficial to a team like the Eagles. So, I mean, it's just going to be his versatility. It's going to make him special. And that's good. I mean, Eagles are having Eagles looked at a need in this draft, and they turned around and they went and they fixed their needs. They did. And they're doing it with young guys. I think he's a good tackler. I think he can get on the ball. Yeah. I mean, I'm good with that. We got Kool-Aid is going. We got the Kool-Aid is going to go to New Orleans. Did Kool-Aid go to New Orleans, or is he going to New Orleans? Because my feed is evidently behind. The baby of Cooper DeJean's party looked pumped. Yeah, I mean, like I say, the baby's right there. I see the baby. Is those all of his kids? Is he been that busy? Is those all Cooper DeJean's kids? I'm just curious. Just asking for a friend. Just wondering for a friend here. Let's see here. What else do we got here? That's an amazing image. If the Giants could do that, that would be. Saints just drafted the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid, man. Oh, yeah. You got to love the Kool-Aid, man. The Kool-Aid, another another good move by I mean that's a good move by the Saints as well. I mean, you gotta look at it and be a little bit you gotta be a little bit excited there if you're for the Saints for that. I lost my feed. I feel like Rob. I just got the pick in, guys. They took the Saints just took the New England Patriots just took who did they just take? Yeah, they just took Drake May. What are we, 47? So we got a few more picks here. We're gonna hang out to at least this pick. I mean, at least the 47th pick. Well, I don't know how long we're gonna hang out for. You know what we're gonna do. You know how this game is played, guys. You know how this game is played. I got a lot of good videos coming up, so make sure you hit the like button. A lot more podcast type videos because I got a lot to say. And I always think it's Chase Young with that 1 year, $13 million deals, and with the 42nd, with the 40, we took the Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, you gotta love the Kool-Aid, man. Yeah, Danny's Processors has got it right. You know, the Eagles are a very well-run organization, 100%. Very well-run organization. They manipulate that salary cap like it's like they're virtuosos of doing it. I laugh because of the fact that if you think about it, they will go through a time where they kind of drop down in reference to salary cap, and they'll have a down year for a year or two. But at this point in time, you have to look at it and be like, you know, they do it right. They're doing it well. I represent Queen. She was raised out of Brooklyn. I mean, they do it right.
That's what she said.
How many more references could we get that they did it right? They do it right. They build the team the right way. They'll hit a lull for like a year or two. They'll retool the salary cap. This is why I don't get what the Giants do, because the Giants can never seem to figure out how to retool the salary cap. They never seem to understand that. And I think that's the interesting. You see the run of corners. Again, you got a lot of good corners out on the marketplace right now in free agency. And the reason being because people knew you could get a corner in this draft in the second round. That's why you got a lot of guys like Adoree Jackson still sitting out there. I got an Adoree Jackson story too about the person that was working for the Giants who was drinking a little bit last night that told us things. But I got an Adoree Jackson story, but we're gonna wait to save that for a video. We're gonna do a video about it. Oh, we got the Texans won the division for the first time since 2019. Oh, just a bit outside, tried the corner and missed. I swear, if the Giants trade up, they're not trading up. Why would they? Jason says, let's hope Daniel gets caught smoking crack or snorting Adderall so Drew Lock can win some games. No, we don't want to win some games. So let's see here. They are taking Lassiter. So the Texans are taking Lassiter. Again, another team that's building it right. They figured out I mean, last year the Texans knocked it out of the park, and they didn't have, because of what they did last year, they didn't have a first round pick this year. So again, another team that understands that you need to hit the like button.
That's what she said.
You got to hit the like button, guys. You have to, because if you don't, I don't know what'll happen. Nothing will happen if you don't. I really don't care. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We took the big corner out of Georgia. He's only 5'11". He's Max Melton size. Last year, he's 5'11". He's like 190 pounds. He's a cover guy. He's not going to be a tackler. He's got a little Dion and Darrelle Revis in him that he's not going to stick his nose in the pile and make the tackle. But he, as a cover guy, if you're playing this game in a straight line, he's a good pick, and he's not a good pick. I'd be okay with Jenkins in 2 and Melton in 3. I'd be okay. Another corner off the board. I think we see Rattler, so Shane can cover themselves if Jones craps the bed during the season. If Jones crapped the bed during the season, would you really want Spencer Rattler to be the guy with the bucket to clean it up? No. He flamed out in Oklahoma. He kind of looked like a dick in that Netflix series, and he didn't put up big numbers in 2 years in South Carolina. He should have been head and shoulders above the rest. I love it because people bash me all the time for Malik Willis. And like I said, I still think Malik Willis is going to have a career in this league. But if you ever watched the Liberty game, you knew Malik Willis was the best player on that field. I mean, his last year with no talent around him, he still threw for 2,800 yards and 27 touchdowns. And then he rushed for another 13 touchdowns, for another almost 900 yards. So Malik Willis counted for 40 touchdowns his last year at Liberty. Can Spencer Rattler even say that? And he had some talent around him in South Carolina, and he had more talent than Malik will ever any quarterback would ever have at Liberty. Just throwing that out there, guys. Tish needs to buy out Mara and Abba. Yeah, poor Corey Cunningham. We're going to talk about Willie Beeman as a small quarterback.
Gotta get to work. That's right.
Yes.
Come on. My name is Willie. Baby, I keep the ladies screaming, and all my fans got screaming. You can defeat me. You're dreaming.
Flex your chest. Get Metrex. Let's see. If Malik Willis to the Steelers, he would have had a career. Malik Willis is still going to have a career. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. We're going to talk you down here. We're getting closer. Will, what's up? Tim, you're the man. How can I be the man if you're the man, Will? We all know I'm the man. It's all good. It's all good. I was surprised, though. I was surprised at the draft yesterday. I mean, I usually have once in a while get an idiot tell me something like stupid, like, you're a fuckhead. Or blah, 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 blah. Everyone was actually very nice yesterday. I had some really nice conversations. I don't want to get into people by names because these are some people on the show, but I want to tell a story. I mean, there was this one gentleman that actually flies in to the draft. He's been on the he hasn't been on the show. He's been on the chat, but he flies into the draft and he flies in. He doesn't even live anywhere near New Jersey, and he flies in for games and for parties and things such as this. I had a great conversation with him as well at the draft, so that was wonderful. But you meet some great people. I can never complain. Out of all the shit that goes down on Twitter and YouTube and social media and all the garbage, I could never complain that I haven't met some wonderful people. I mean, seriously, I've become friends with people on this channel. Literally, I mean, I hang out with James Williams. I hang out with T-Brad. I hang out. I'm always talking. I talk to Dom all the time. To R0B, Rob. I talk to Rob all the time. I mean, Don P and I. We might as well be two little girls texting each other. Two 13-year-old girls texting each other back and forth. And it's not just about the Giants. It's about everything else about life. It's just, it's like building friendships with people. And I think at the end of the day, I have to say, I always tell people, I say, I thank you for allowing me to do this, because without everyone else being around here to do this, it's just me talking into a microphone. Which I wouldn't mind because I love to hear my own voice. Zach says, my favorite thing on Twitter is when Tim gets invited to a debate and no one told him. I love, because I don't check my Twitter answers. I don't check the Twitter replies. I forget to scroll up. So I really don't care. And then what I like to do on Twitter is I like to post a comment, start shit, and just leave. Back in the day, we called it poking the bear. Let's see here. We got the 43rd pick right here. Kyler Murray missed 15 of 34 games out of injuries the last 2 seasons. The Cardinals drafted Max Melton. Fuck! Mr. Alvarez, I don't like you anymore. Why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that? Great. Now we're taking Spencer Rattler. We take Spencer Rattler, I'm going to wonka myself. I'm literally going to wonka myself. Because I wouldn't be able to handle it. Why would they need no, they already took their wide receiver. They got their wide receiver. That fucking sucks. Ugh. The cornerback run is still going down. Max Melton, the big kid, we'll call him the big little man out of Rutgers. 5'11", I think, 180 pounds. He's a guy, like I said, he's a tough guy. Drop me a line, Tim. Oh, Mr. Alvarez, Mr. Greg, you want to come on? Here, I'll come on. You come on. Here, Greg, you can come on. Let's see here. Greg, I know you tried to come on yesterday, but Dom fucked it up. Because we all know Dom fucks shit up all the time, man. I trust him, and this is what he does. This is what he does. That's why I love Dom. Well, the Raiders will take Spencer. We got the Raiders on the clock right now. Will they take Spencer Rattler? Will it be Joe Milton? Will it be? Who will it be? Do you know? Do you know? I can't believe they took Max Milton. That sucks. It's almost like you wish you had to pick a little bit harder than you had now, so you can get a corner. Oh wait, we did have that pick. I forgot. I forgot we had a pick ahead of that. Well, you know, it's I think he's one of the highest guys come out of Rutgers since Ray Rice. I think Ray Rice went in the second. Didn't Ray Rice go in the second round? The big running back, wife beater out of Rutgers. I love Max Milton's speed, though, man. He's going to go to a fast track in Arizona. And we talked about it when I did my draft and predictions of who I would have taken. He's got great makeup speed. He is a guy that if you turn it, if he's got, and we always talk about with corners having loose hips sink ships. He can turn with the wide receiver and learn with the wide receiver. And if the wide receiver gets a step, he's got that second gear that he can kick into and catch up to the wide receiver. So Cooper went to the Packers. And let's see. Raiders drafted Jackson Powers Johnson. I'm way beyond here. Well, we're getting. Oh, that's okay because my computer my TV just froze. I liked Max Milton a lot. I'm going to tell you, I'm a little upset about the Max Milton thing. I don't like. So I see here. So they did take Powers, the big center out of Oregon. We got the Green Bay Packers, and then we have the who do we have here? We got the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts, and then here, watch this trade out. And then we got after that, you know who we got, guys? We got the New York Football Giants. That's who we're all been waiting for that pick. Max Milton really just screwed me up, man. That makes me feel. I'm not happy now. I'm not happy. We got the Green Bay Packer pick is already in. We got the Carolina Panthers on the clock, and then we are one pick away from the New York Giants. That's the 47th pick. So let's see what these people do. Let's give them something to talk about. Spencer could be the diamond in the rough. Let's see. How is the draft going? I don't like me either. With how the draft, I don't like me either. Drop me. I did drop the line, Greg. What the hell? You need an invitation? Let's see here. Raiders get Rattler. No, they didn't get Rattler. They got Powers. They got Austin Powers. Let's see if I would literally have this board set up. If they literally. No, just for Dom, for Austin Powers.
Draft, baby. Yeah.
The New York Football Giants are on the clock at number 47. What are they going to do? We have been waiting for this pick. We got Big Don P in his house.
Number one. What's up, Big Tim? That's number one. What's up, Big Dog?
Yeah, you got to say, hey. We got the Giants.
What's up, everybody?
We got the Giants on the clock right now, my brother.
No. Let's. I got a criteria real quick. Did the Eagles just pick? The Eagles got two corners.
Hold on a second. What are you doing? You got the?
Wait. If we get 100 likes right now, we'll drink some Fireball. Let's go. Let's turn it up.
It's $14.99 a gallon.
Yes. Let's go.
What happened to you yesterday?
Some more likes.
More likes. I need you around, man. We gotta get some more likes so we can drink some more Fireball.
Yeah. We'll get Michael Jordan next year.
Oh my God. How's it going, my friend? How you doing?
I'm super good, man. Like I love the neighbors pick, but like man, we fucked up.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, we fucked up.
We fucked up.
Yeah, and, but think about it. We have Hurts in our division. Now we have Daniels in our division. Prescott's like ended his life cycle, but he's still relevant.
He's still better than Daniel Jones.
And now the Eagles got two good corners, and a hybrid corner, and Saquon Barkley, and signed both of the receivers. How does this guy get his money? How does this guy does this in Philadelphia? He's the best general manager ever.
You know, Howie Roseman, I hate him. I love him and I hate him at the same time.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
does he want a job at the Giants?
No, why would you want to leave there? You go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing with Philadelphia is they'll have 1 or 2 down years, or they'll have 1 down year because they wrecked their cap. But then he somehow retools that cap. And then next year they win 11, 12 games. And then they bitch and whine that they went 10-1.
You know, these guys on defense have Jalen Carter, like who's
going to come into his own.
Oh my God.
He just kept retooling.
Yeah.
We're gonna be bad for we're gonna be bad for years, guys.
You know what's funny, Tim?
Well, Jonathan Brooks, the running back, just went to the Panthers. So we got the Giants still on the clock here. Where are we going, guys?
Well, me right now, Fisk, Florida State.
You're going okay.
Okay.
Big
That's
Don,
a good one.
Where are you going, Big Don?
Shucks, they took my freaking wide receiver because I was hoping Florida State was gonna drop, but Buffalo said
Fireball.
Fireball, man. Come on,
bro,
fireball.
Pretty much, I'll take at this point. I'll take anybody that at least will be a fixture to do something at this point. Like I don't even care after the disappointment in the first round. Just give us something to build up on at this point. I don't care.
Don is the true Giants fan. I will take anyone that could potentially be a fixture on this team. I don't care who it is. It could be a long snapper. I don't care.
Hey, we had that long snapper for like 20 years. I'll take it again.
Linebacker could be a pick, but I think I'm not sure who's on the board. I mean, I would think you would have had to have gone corner, but with this run of corners, I mean, it's.
And then they took the hybrid freaking safety / corner. So there's my safety pick. Like
you can't go through it. So Todd says go with the best long snapper available.
No, get Fisk, because like if you think of what our defensive coordinator is trying to do, he's trying to all the pressure's gonna come from the front 4 or front 3, whatever he's running, right?
The majority of the time, what he does is he generates pressure with what he did in Tennessee. I should rephrase it because we don't know yet, but he would generate pressure with the front 4, but then he would drop his ends in the coverage at times, and he only blitz about 25% of the time. So it's and he's never had a good secondary on his own.
But Fisk,
well, it ain't gonna happen this year.
But Fisk and Daniel Thompson would be a problem for a lot of teams, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could go that way. The pick is in for the Giants here. I don't. Shane will take a water boy. Yeah, you never know. Don't put it past Joe. You never know. Let's see here, guys. I am very curious to see what this pick's going to be because I have no clue after Neighbors where you go. I mean, what if they go offensive line? We haven't done that, and we haven't done that at least a year.
Sure.
So
it's so boring.
It may be boring, but you know what they say, sexy doesn't win the games all the time. You drive for show, you putt for dough.
Yeah, we gotta get the right ones, man. Damn.
But yeah, that's true. I mean, I just don't. Do you go linebacker though? I mean, that's
we haven't went linebacker to a decent linebacker to.
What you had Clint Simmons, whatever his name is, that he went the second round years ago. Clint Simmons.
I mean, we could have had this guy who went to the Colts named Franklin. He went to Syracuse, but we're not going to talk about that, Tim.
We don't want to talk about Syracuse players.
Wait, if we get 10 more likes, I'll take another shot of fireball. Wait, 10 more likes.
If we got 100 likes, Greg's gonna light it on fire and shoot it in the air.
God, dog.
Let's go. 20 more likes.
20 more. I just think it's more effective than drinking Fireball.
Wait, isn't it supposed to be super chat? You super chat $15 and I chug it. 25. I'll put the hard hat on.
Chug the Fireball. Oh my God!
Come on, guys!
Come on! Where the hell is this pick? It's like the Giants just forgot. It's like, we're gonna turn the envelope. The pick is in. It is remember to pick up my laundry at 8. Come on, guys. Where is this pick? What do we got here? Is someone gonna give
Bobby Boucher?
I like Bobby. It's a commercial break. If the Giants
come on,
wide receiver, they should draft AD Mitchell too. I don't know. I thought they would go. You know, they would. With Brooks gone, I thought Brooks might have been a pick for the Giants. I actually thought he was going to fall down to the Cowboys. But I would have thought running back, because our staple of running backs, even with Singletary, I'm just not
confident.
Even with Singletary,
I'm not confident with that. I mean, we could get a Syracuse running back, but unless their name is Jim Brown or Floyd Little or someone like that, you know, that's okay.
I mean, we have some guys that are pretty current, but I'll leave that alone, Tim, because you already made fun of my squad the other day, so I'm gonna let it go.
I let the Syracuse guy. Whatever the fireball. Woohoo! We're at the 42 likes, man. Get your fireball in here while it lasts. The pick I love it. The pick is in for Jacksonville and the Giants.
Uh-oh.
So, you remember what happened last time? Jacksonville was right behind us. Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Let's see here. We got the Bucks and the Pacers at 111 in overtime right now.
Tim, would you be mad if we get another wide receiver?
Yes. Yes, I would be mad.
They got a double dip because Slayton. Remember, Tim, Slayton is holding out. It's voluntary camps. He's holding out. We got to pay him.
If I was Slayton, I'd hold out too.
No, if I were the Giants, I would talk to the line and be like, listen to me. I'll give you next year's number 1 pick, to the 24 number 1 pick. Give me Penix, excuse me, and I'll give you Thibodeau for free.
So Thibodeau.
I mean, we'd have to pay him eventually. The way Shane likes to sign these dudes.
So who did we take here? I can't. Where'd it go? I just saw it pop up. Damn it!
You better Twitter it, Tim.
What do we got? Tyler Nubin.
Ooh,
safety out of Minnesota. He was.
What's his name?
What's his name? Nubin. Nubin.
Yo, what's his first name?
Tyler.
That's what. I didn't see what this guy looks like.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Minnesota?
Guy, man.
Minnesota?
You have Brian Fisk there. You have Benson there. You have a lot of good people here, and you pick some like from Minnesota.
So let me get this right. So we get rid of Xavier McKinney for this guy from Minnesota.
Let's see
not
here.
Not the Florida guys or the warm weather people. Some guy from Minnesota.
He's a nickel safety. He runs about a 4.6. Is saying what they're at here. He only played 7 games in a sophomore season. Let's see here. I love this. Lacks elite explosiveness and long speed with limited range, recovery speed in certain situations, less than fluid in speed and transition, due to his high. We always talk about those high hip frames. Got bad footwork and may rely on physicality and excessive man coverage, such as grabbing and tugging on wide receivers. So we draft DeAndre. We got
Eli Baker at safety, basically.
We got Eli Apple's brother.
Oh my gosh, Tim, are you joking with me? Are you kidding me?
I know. I'm reading this right now.
Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong, Tim? Like, I need your honest. Would I be wrong if I just went out and got a Michael Penix jersey? Would I be wrong for that? Would I be wrong to have Atlanta as my surrogate team for right now?
No way.
I'm thinking about being a Bears fan.
A what?
A Bears fan.
I gotta stick with Atlanta for quarterback reasons. Because remember Vic.
Tim, they have Caleb in Rome. Oh,
that's gonna be a nice matchup. That's DJ Moore and Kmet.
Yeah.
Like, that offense is gonna be poor Justin Fields. He looking at him like, y'all couldn't do this for me. Yeah. But he actually ended up in a better position technically because he's in Pittsburgh, where at least he gets to chill out because he gets behind Russell Wilson, so he gets to chill.
So they're saying that Tyler, they're saying has he doesn't have the elite burst. He's not very fluid, and he doesn't have long speed, but he has versatility. He's going to be more of. They're saying that he could be a good high second day pick. projected as more of a utility sub at right now. He isn't a dynamic blitzer, nor is he nor is he perfect at playing the nickel spot.
It's getting worse and worse.
Perfect giant pick.
He has a blend of football IQ, coverage mobility, physicality, and ball hawking instincts.
So are we running 3 safeties? Because I'm completely confused why we drafted this guy that high.
Yeah, Brian Fisk there, right?
Yeah, you got a lot of guys on the board. I mean, I understand you need a safety, but you needed a corner.
You know what? We could have just traded that pick for Malik Willis. I don't care at this point. Give me something. That would have been a better trade-off right then and there.
They should got the corner that the Eagles just got. They should trade up and got him.
Cooper.
Cooper DeJean. You know, it's funny. He's been in college since 2019.
Yeah, he's old.
So he's an older prospect. 5-year career. He's played with Antonio Winfield Jr.
Another player we wanted. Another one we wanted.
Also played with.
He's not as old as Tim.
No, he's close though.
Let me get this right. People were complaining about Penix's age at quarterback, but we do the same thing with a safety.
You know, I was actually going to bring that up. That doesn't make sense.
No, especially as safety, something that.
Yeah, yes, it does. Because when you get older, like you have to move your hips different, and like you have to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
If he don't already have hips, he only got hips.
When you get old like me, you can't even move your hips, so it's all good.
I know. I play sports too.
It's all good. It's called arthritis. You know what? I don't know.
I did it, Tim. I'm putting the order in for my Penix jersey. It's going right next to my Vic jersey. I'm done. I'm done.
You know what team doesn't get respect with drafting, and it's going to be a very competitive team in the AFC South? The Texans.
Besides Houston? I was going to say besides Houston?
The Texans.
The Texans got the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Adele. They got a defensive lineman in the same draft last year, and they're still doing the same shit.
And
Watch out for that team.
They didn't have a pick this year.
They got Diggs.
Second round, and they got Lassiter out of Georgia.
Yeah.
So they got their corner as well. The Texans
did.
And they got Diggs.
Tim, did you see? Sorry. Go ahead, Tim. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so you know how we got that all-world guard that we signed from Green Bay? Did you see his replacement in Green Bay? They drafted his replacement.
People don't know the story about John Runyon, and I've told it before. John Runyon actually was not the starter at guard the last 7-8 games. He alternated between him and his replacement, and he basically only played 40% of the snaps in the playoff games. So they had already started replacing him with the guy they had drafted even before he even left. That's how much they, and everyone, like I said, they've told me in Green Bay the last 3 years he would be considered the weakest link in the line. If they wanted more money, it was going to be they were going to be screw it, we're not going to give him money because of the fact that he falls over his own feet. I love that. I love when the one person told me, you know what, just don't pull the guard because he'll end up on the ground. I was like, well, okay, that sounds like a giant to me.
Tim, I'm going to call out the quarterback's going to be trash right now, from this draft.
All right.
I'll do it right now. Cable Williams, star. Superstar. If it doesn't get hurt. Jaden Daniels, he's a little bit frail. He's nice. But that frail stuff, if you're walking, you can't do that for so long. You're not Lamar Jackson. You're not built like that. Be careful. He could be very good, right? I'm not denying that. But be careful. Don't think you could run somebody over like you are, the Jalen Hurts. And we're just fucked in our division, man. We have Daniel fucking Scary Jones. Daniel Scary fucking Jones, right? The team behind you they have a quarterback they paid for and who has insurance. He will probably you could trade this bum ass motherfucker. Like you have a rookie, you come in there who can bomb off with Pitts and all the guys that have a good running back, new coach for oh my God. What are the Giants thinking?
The Giants were thinking they took a 5-year starter, a 5-year player from Minnesota who lacks. I love, like I said, and this is from every draft profile. Lacks
Minnesota.
Isn't quite qualifiable in recovery speed, does not have elite capacity to go off of sharp breaking routes. Long speed of the closer is average at best. Long speed lacking sometimes limits his ability to cut off the path of the upfield runner. Occasionally resorts to grabbing, tugging at wide receivers to keep leverage and man-to-man coverage.
So we couldn't find any other position for that spot. We couldn't find a defensive end that we need so badly. We couldn't find another linebacker we need so badly. We definitely
cornerback.
Anything at this point. We could have took a goddamn tight end and it would have been better than a guy from Minnesota.
No, it's not about that. Like it's like you never. If this guy fits a need, right? Like if you see the need and it makes sense at the position, maybe he scouted something we don't see. We're just YouTube people who just talk shit and sit home, drink beer, and have good jobs and like just relax, right? That's a professional job to do this, but like I don't know about that fucking pick still.
The professionals. Apparently, Joe Shane's overruling.
But Greg, you know what? You actually brought up you inadvertently brought up a very interesting and true point. I heard for weeks from Twitter and certain people that if you were to take a quarterback at 6, even though it's a need and necessity, it would be a reach. So we took a safety at 47 out of a need and necessity. So why is that not considered a reach? Because you didn't go best player on the board. You went positional value on a position that you need, and it may not be the perfect fit for your team. How's that not a reach then?
Well, because that quarterback that you might be talking about has an extensive injury history, and he can't stay healthy. That's why. And every time I hear that, Tim, I ask them, what year did they get hurt? I'm like, what year did he get hurt? And it's always 2 years ago. I'm like, so how is he injury prone if it's been 2 years and our quarterback is one toenail bend away from retirement? Literally.
David, there was no running backs available. There was no good running backs to take in the first round. And like I said,
Benson?
Yeah, Benson went to Carolina.
What? From Florida State?
Yeah.
Oh no, not Benson. I'm sorry. I was thinking Brooks.
No,
Benson.
No, Brooks. You're talking about Brooks, yeah.
Yeah, Brooks went to Carolina. Yeah, so I don't understand how reaching for a safety at 47 is no better than reaching for a quarterback at 6 when you need a quarterback more than you need a safety.
They might be doing like they did what was it, last year or 2 years ago, where they're like, all right, first round, the offense gets their play.
Oh, you're smoking. I thought it was cold.
No, it's cold. It's cold.
I was like, damn, I was waiting to see.
It's like 50 degrees.
That's about what it is here. Supposed to get down 36 tonight. They got
who's gonna win tonight? You think Knicks gonna get it?
Well, Knicks don't play till Sunday. So so I hope the Knicks win, but after what I saw what the referees allowed in Philadelphia, I don't think it matters. I've never seen a game where a guy like Embiid could literally do whatever he wanted to do. He could kick a guy in the groin and then they call the offensive foul on the guy he kicked. I thought that was amazing. It was like, and then at one point, like I said, he's literally got the basketball and pushing DiVincenzo in the neck with his elbow, and DiVincenzo got called for the foul.
you know, like there's no technicality in sports anymore. Like now you can't even tackle. Like the thing they taught you to do, how to break down and tackle, you squat down, you put your shoulder into, and you thrust and you wrap around and you wrap up.
You wrap around, you drive with your legs. That's what you're taught.
That's what you taught, like wrestling almost. Like that's how you taught. And then like how can they take that away from football?
Real easy.
Real easy.
Real easy.
Just get the flags.
Oh my God! I mean, we gotta welcome Tyler. We're not picking on Tyler because of what his scouting reports say. Like I said, they had him listed as a second day pick. Some people have him listed as the second safety in this draft, but we've talked about this before. You don't go. I'm not a big proponent with taking a safety in the first round. That's why a lot of safeties don't go in the first round. I'm not a proponent of taking a safety in the top 10. Same reason you don't take a tight end in the top 10. But he like I said, he's going to be. We need versatility in the safety position, so I mean, I guess that's why they felt
Tim,
the need to potentially reach.
That's not necessarily true. Say if you get a safety and it's Sean Taylor, would you get a safety in the top 5?
If you like, when was Sean Taylor drafted?
I'm saying that if you get a safety that's that gifted, I would take a safety.
But you have to take a look at the fact of the number of safeties that have gone in the top 10.
Yeah, it doesn't
or
happen.
even the top 15.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Even Ed Reed was lower half first round.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't happen often. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not one of those positions. I mean, Sean Taylor, of course, he went 5th overall. But how many times have you seen safeties that have 2nd, 3rd, 4th round that have Pro Bowl, All Pro careers? That's why.
If you think about like a safety is such a devalued position, especially with like the transition of the tight end. Like you need somebody like you need like a good safety. You know what I mean, to survive in the NFL. And we let one get away. One of the best in the fucking league for nothing. No draft picks. No nothing.
I agree with that, but the thing with the safety thing for me is the fact that I don't think safety is undervalued. I think what happened is there has been a quasi blending of the safety linebacker position.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's where you have to look at it at that point in time. We take a look at Logan Ryan took a Peppers when they were here. They played 50% they played 100% of the snaps,
in the box.
But they played 50% of their snaps in the box.
Yeah.
And you can get you go back to, I mean, yeah, if you want to go back even to like further, you had what's his name? John Lynch. When was John Lynch was taken later in the draft? He same thing with people like Cliff Harris or Donnie Shell or Brian Dawkins. He was taken way later in the draft, and he was Palomalo didn't even go out. You got Kenny Houston. You got like before, like we mentioned, Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott. These aren't guys, that were there. I mean, Ronnie Lott was the 2nd overall pick, though. But how many years ago was Ronnie Lott? And he's one of the greatest safeties in the league history. But all these other guys were taken later in the drafts.
We had some good safeties too with the Giants, but we let them go. Like Sean Williams, remember him?
Sean Williams. Well, Sean Williams was more of an injury. He was more of a knucklehead.
He's a head case too. Yeah,
he was a little Miami. He was a good player for the short time, but you always have to remember the implosion in the 49er playoff game. So Mr. Number 36. Yeah, I mean, he was a good player, but like I said, he had his moments of knuckleheadedness.
Well, we also had Kenny Phillips, the former Miami player.
He was good. Yeah, when he came in, he was good.
Good. Another guy with injury issues.
Yep. Yeah. And then we got another hurricane. Then we had a Roll.
Yeah. Well,
Entree. Who transferred from corner?
He was a good one, like I said. But
no, who's that guy from Jacksonville we had with the dreads? Like he was really good, and he's always been good. Like he's like really fast. Oh, what's his name?
Wait, how long ago was this?
Oh, this is like maybe 10 years.
Oh, with dreads?
Yeah, like he used to play from Jacksonville. Oh, what's his name? He's a really good safety. I think he has a chip even. Oh, anyway,
I can't even think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some dreads, and I'm like,
that's what I'm thinking of too.
I'm like, there's got to be some dreads. Oh, hey Tim, you know who was a really good safety from Jacksonville? Donovan Darius.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, he just happened to go to Syracuse. My bad, Tim. I didn't mean to throw that in there. I'm sorry.
I was giving you your moment.
My mother graduated. My mother graduated from Syracuse, so like
Hey, 315. You see my picture? Orange, baby.
Yeah, I seen Carmelo play there.
Was it DeJean Grant?
No.
Wait, he played. I remember he played for the Saints. No,
DeJean Grant played 3 years or 4 years in Jacksonville, and I know he played like 2 or 3 seasons with the Giants. But he's the only safety from Jacksonville I can think of that was any good that played for the Giants.
No, he was really good. Like that's what.
he was a
he played
safety.
He played free safety, not box safety. He played free safety.
The only players that played for the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Giants are DeJean Grant, safety, Bob Whitfield, Ronaldo Wynn, Sammy Knight, and Danny Clark.
Oh, you Googled it?
Yeah, I just someone actually just sent it to me. I wish I was smart enough to Google it that quick.
I'm like, damn, you fast.
No, man, I knew that. I knew that.
We were like, God dog, Tim, okay.
I was like, yo, you shit.
That was someone from Twitter just DM'd it to me. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be impressive now.
But what's that guy's name, man?
Well, we know he doesn't play for Jacksonville.
No, because I think he's like a corner slice safety.
I'm just trying to think of the dreads, and that's what's really throwing me off right now with the Giants and dreads. I don't remember too many players.
But besides Dwayne Harris.
Anyway, so like with the third round pick, we have to get this Florida State running back, right? Have to.
Listen, I don't know what the hell they're going to do anymore.
We might end up going tight end with the route we're going at this point.
We need one.
I'm just confused the fact that you can't reach for a quarterback at 6, but you can reach for a safety at 47.
Yep.
You have other problems.
You sure can.
Can I tell you, DeJean, he's looking for a job next year. He's going to be like a scout.
He's going to try to go back to Buffalo with Dabo.
He's going to be like Game of Thrones, like Jon Stark. Like he's like a job next year.
If he doesn't man, if he doesn't figure something out soon, he may be looking for a job next year. Because you put all your eggs in the Daniel Jones basket, all those eggs are going to be fucking cracked.
There's one thing I can say about the Jets, right? They had Sam Darnold, like, okay, 2 years, you suck, right? Bye. They try at least, right? They always try, but never works out for the Jets. Fuck the Jets.
They went.
Anyway, but like we don't care anymore.
Well, you think about this: the Jets have had Darnold, Wilson, and Rodgers the same time frame that we've had Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
I mean, that should tell you something.
Wait, Tim, I got one more impersonation. And guys in the chat, let me know what podcast this is. Right? Ready?
Oh, God.
Hey guys. I love Daniel Jones. Like, I just want to suck his cock. He's the best quarterback ever. And, oh my God, I trust in the chain. And I just want to ask the regular, basic-ass science questions. Who am I?
Is it Fisk Vegas? I got no about it.
No.
Oh, I was gonna go cop.
No. It's a female.
It's a Big Pat. I like that.
I was going to say, is it Patricia? Is it Big Patricia?
Yes. Wait, so we get 10 more likes. I should get Fireball with that.
Fireball. Well, no, we can't do any more Fireball because I actually have to go check out because I got something else to do. I just wanted to do the first pick in this round. I'm not going to be able to do the second round because I got to go actually take a dog for a walk.
Good, because I don't want to see you don't want to see me crying on live after the third pick.
Any more crime, but I want to thank you, Big Don. I want to thank Greg for coming in. I want to thank everyone for coming into the chat. We will have a video maybe tomorrow about this pick. I don't know. I don't feel like doing a video, really, to be honest. So it's going to be a nice day tomorrow, so I think I'm going to hang out. But I want, guys, we're going to have to wait and see what we got for day 2 and 3. So Lord knows what's going to go on. But we will have a draft recap video on Monday. We'll still have the Sunday morning live stream. So make sure you guys check out that.
Yes, sir.
I want to appreciate everyone for coming in. And as always, we're going to end this. This is Tim. This is Greg. This is Big Old Don P coming at you live saying, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell because you want to know why? I got no fucking clue. We're out of here. Peace.